Now, look, when you go through heartache and heartbreak, there's going to be that period of just whoa, right? And I'm not saying to dismiss that. I'm saying to go through that period. But to understand that this was just an experience with a certain person. You don't have to live here at all. This was just a moment in time that you had to experience for whatever reason. A heartbreak can be your best teacher, your best learning curve. Unfortunately, we weren't taught life wisdom at school. And so it's this thing that we sort of have to navigate through ourselves, however we do that. Sometimes heartbreak can lead people to do toxic things and things that aren't in alignment with their values. But the more you go through it, the more resilient you become. You start to understand, okay, these are the things that I will now tolerate, and these are now the things that I will not tolerate. Had you not have gone through that heartbreak, you would never have learned that.
This is episode 137.
Welcome to the Voice Notes series, my most personal series yet. This is where I share one of my own personal voice notes on my phone with you, hopefully to inspire you to make a change for the better as well. Hello and welcome to the Voice Notes series. I'm so glad you're here and just taking time out for yourself for a little bit of personal development and self-reflection and entertainment, whatever it is, whatever the reason is that you're here. I truly appreciate you. Today is interesting. I'm talking about heartbreak. Heartbreak being a blessing. Many times in life, we experience heartbreaks, and a lot of people close off from opening their hearts because they've been hurt in life. Now, it's not just in relationships, it's with friendships and any other type of relationship, situationship, whatever ship there is. And I totally understand it, but today I just wanted to shed some light on this area and go through a few reasons why heartbreak is a blessing. Now, heartbreak can be your best teacher, your best learning curve. Life is full of ups and downs, and unfortunately, we weren't taught wisdom, like life wisdom at school. And so it's this thing that we sort of have to navigate through ourselves, however we do that. Sometimes heartbreak can lead people to do toxic things and things that aren't in alignment with their values. And then heartbreak can also bring about big emotions. But I wanted to say that heartbreak is really good for your learnings because it helps you learn lessons from your past experiences, your past heartbreaks, your past whatever it was. And when I think back to my relationships and friendships and the reason I drifted away from many people, it's because their values weren't in alignment with my values, but they clashed too much. And so it's like growing apart, and that can hurt, especially if you love someone. But the more you go through it, the more resilient you become. And so you start to understand, okay, so I went through this thing. This is what I learned from this experience. This is how I can improve for the next experience. And these are the things that I will now tolerate. And these are now the things that I will not tolerate. Had you not have gone through that heartbreak and taken a moment after all of your big emotions, then you would never have learned that. Now, the second reason why heartbreak is a blessing is because it makes you stronger. It makes you more resilient. It builds your strength, your spirit, and it gives you a whole lot of insight. And insight is a unique quality that gives you a chance to just understand the meaning of life and to take control of negative emotions that you may encounter. Now, look, when you go through heartache and heartbreak, there's going to be that period of just whoa, right? And I'm not saying to dismiss that. I'm saying to go through that period, but to understand that this was just an experience with a certain person, and you don't have to live here at all. This was just a moment in time that you had to experience for whatever reason. And the best way to sort of come to figure out what the reason is to start things like journaling, meditation, or working with a coach to work through the whole event. I love doing that. So next time you say no to an opportunity with a potential partner or a friendship because of you're scared of being hurt, then I encourage you just to lean into that fear and to lean into that uncomfortability and just try, lessen the expectation of whatever outcome you have and just be in the moment. Just have fun, be in the moment, and then see what happens. It could turn into something beautiful, or it's a risk. At the end of the day, it could all fall to pieces. But always remember who you are at your core. Always remember your amazing qualities. Anytime I move through something, I always sit there and I remind myself, I am a caring person. I have a beautiful heart. I am giving. I can assert my boundaries quite easily now. So if I do see red flags, I am more than happy to assert boundaries. And you become stronger, guys. You become so much stronger. And resilience is something that it's a skill that you should have for your life, for absolutely everything. So those are my reasons why heartbreak is a blessing. I'd love to hear yours if you come to my Instagram. And here is my voice note.
What's made me strong is heartbreak and hurt and pain. And I always hear this like, I don't want to go into a new relationship in case I get hurt. Or I don't want to do this in case I get hurt. Like, that's what makes you strong. So if you're running away from things that could potentially hurt you, one, you could potentially be missing something that could be an amazing opportunity for you. And two, you're just teaching yourself to take the easy way out, just to protect yourself from feeling some pain. Yet pain is what you need to build your resilience. Pain and hurt is what you need to build your inner strength and your motivation and your drive. So some people, they say to me, oh, Helen, you're so confident. Oh, how do you stay single and happy and this and that? And it's just like, I just persevere and persist and just keep taking one step in front of the other. And time heals most wounds. And time heals the severity of pain, that's for sure, because the more time that passes, the more time you have to reflect, adjust, pivot, change, and then you're able to somehow find your way and navigate your way through the turmoil, whatever it is that you go through. Like, I love being single, but I love being in a relationship. It's just, I'm walking up a big hill and I'm out of breath. But it's just that I'm not going to tolerate someone that's not willing to put me first if I'm willing to put them first. And it's okay if that person doesn't come along, because I'm all good. I'll always find a way to be happy. And that's what I want for everyone that's listening. This resilience, this mental toughness, this exuding, beautiful, radiant confidence that you will be okay, even if you put yourself at risk or in a situation that could potentially cause pain or failure. It's the same in business. I've failed so many times with ideas, but I'm not going to stop because of one failure. I'm going to keep going and learn and improve. And that's the difference with living in a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. Resilience or comfort. Comfort equals happiness and discomfort equals uncomfortableness. So sometimes you need to push yourself past the edge of comfort and move into the discomfort, because that's usually where the magic happens. So let's use a relationship, for example. Next time I find a potential suitor relationship, there's all risk involved, that I could get hurt, I could waste my time, this could fail, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to let all of that chatter stop me from trying and seeing just because I get hurt. Like, if I get hurt, then what? I know how to heal. I've healed from a bloody autoimmune condition. You think I can't heal from a bloke? Like, just astounds me sometimes that people use that as an excuse still. And I get it, it's scary. You've got to build some strength, you've got to build some resilience, some nice big female balls. Because you can do anything. You can be happy, and just, if you feel like you're comparing your life to someone else's, just stop doing that and stop making yourself suffer, and do things that light you up. Follow my pages. Like, I've got tons and tons and tons of things that can keep you on the right path to freedom, success, happiness, wealth, abundance, beauty, whatever it is that you need, full of love. That's all I wanted to share today.
I hope you enjoy the show today. Remember, you can jump on my Instagram to let me know your thoughts on my podcast show. I would love to see it. And if you have a moment, please share a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts so that we can help move the show along together. If you share a review, please send me a screenshot of it so that I can send you a thank you gift. Thank you for joining me on this week's episode. I'll see you next week for next week's episode. Bye.